Welcome, hello, everything, everyone. It's been a while since I've done a Let's Play of anything, really. See, with midterms and all that, I had no time, but now I'm back. And I was gonna just jump back into my old stuff, but then I realized if I'm not doing good in them, like, commentary-wise, all that, then it would be very jarring for people watching it just straight through. So instead, I decided, let's just... Well, actually, I'm lying. I got an email from the Sonic Show boss, Jamie, who is the coolest person ever, and he's like, hey, if I buy you this game, will you let's play it? And my rule is, 1, never turn down free games, and 2, if someone gives me a game, I will let's play it. So I was like, sure. Now, I've seen the demo for this on Game Grumps, as well as Far From Subtle, so I know what I'm getting into, sort of, kind of, not really. I do know that I need to enable achievements, as well as saves would be nice. See? Achievement on. There we go. I don't even know if you can see that with my recording. Regardless, let's do this. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I've heard it's a pinnacle of storytelling, as my friend Nathan explicitly said. I'm not skipping this. I will be quiet.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I guess I will get out of the desk and into the office, but first off, let's fiddle around here. Can I... Oh, no, I can't, okay, that's cool. What's around here? I can make clicky noises. Good. Not really. What's that say? I can't. I hate Mondays. Well, it's a good thing. Oh my gosh. There's a stain on that paper. Stanley, what are you doing? That is not good. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's say. I can't jump onto the desk to see. Oh, I killed it. I murdered that computer. I'm sorry. Oh god, I hope he saved. Or had autosave on. God, I cannot read these. Oh, sweet. Nope, I'm not even gonna try. That's cool. That's a nice painting. Oh, that's just being not very clean. Okay. I know he said to go, but I enjoy looking around. Especially at rooms that look almost identical to this one. Actually, no, they're not identical in the slightest. That's cool. It's, room 417. Right, nothing special in there, I'm guessing. Ooh. Something on the board over there. This reminds me of Portal. I know it has probably nothing to do with it.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Will do. I know there's other paths for disobeying, but I'm just gonna go with the good path for now. I think that's a definitely good idea. Get it? I said the same word. Oh my god, it is bright out. Jeez, that is... Install lights in there.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, I'd read all this, but that's not good Let's Play material. This is... Broom closet. What's in the broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No! Now I'm refusing because I want to know... No, lock myself in here. Yeah.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
That's
just an
you
empty
think.
broom closet. No reason to still be here.
How about I just go into the little corner because I'm scared that everyone has died. Or disappeared.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
I'm not sitting...
He wasn't even doing anything.
Excuse me.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I am...
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm not. I am scooting my butt across the ground in a amazing fashion. You wish you could be...
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes!
Standing around doing nothing?
No.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Have you ever scooted your butt around? It's quite entertaining. I mean, have you ever been a kid? No, you probably had no childhood.
Realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Because of that, there has to be something in here. There has to be something I can interact with. A door. Can I hang myself?
Maybe to you, this is somehow its own branching path.
Yes.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Oh my god, he knows exactly what I'm doing. Jeez, I don't like it. I'm out.
Stanley
Nope.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Excuse me.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's
Wow.
how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Where did that come from, sir? I was...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Who are you?
office.
I'm not following you. That... You have offended me. Am I going into hell? That's a scary red light. Fire hose. Nothing to do with fire hose.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
That would be bad.
Fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh my god.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yes.
Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
My...
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too.
Well,
It was so much
okay.
fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Well,
How
this
was
is...
he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my
No,
thoughts.
abort. No, no more.
He thought it all
What?
very
No.
odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in
What?
his life.
What is... what?
The
No.
voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not
Is
see him
this-
float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice
Stanley
was a part of
God?
himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Sweet
that
Jesus,
this
what have I
was
got
a
myself
dream.
into?
So he closed his eyes gently,
Oh,
and he invited
okay.
himself to wake
Get a
up.
chair.
He felt
Wake
the
up.
cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Okay.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay, so... Oh... 2B4.
Stanley
Okay.
began screaming. Please, someone wake me
Oh
up.
no,
My name
this
is
isn't
Stanley.
good.
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I
Oh,
must be. Can
what
anyone
the
hear my
hell?
voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, okay. This is quite possibly the
This is
scariest
the
thing. What?
story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew.
I have no
Everyone knows
words.
what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, so, thanks for watching, guys. Part 1. I am... Huh. That was disturbing, enlightening, probably had some deep sort of meanings about society and the repetitiveness we go through each day in our daily grind. I'm sorry I didn't speak because it was kind of like repeatedly being punched in the face. I had nothing to say on that. I saw my reflection in the computer screen. My mouth did not close. It's not because I have a lowered IQ. It's because I had no idea what was really going on. Like, oh. Okay. We're not taking that path. ever again. Thank you guys for watching. Ciao.